This is Greenland, the world's largest island. It is located in the Arctic, a place like a cold desert, and it is owned by Denmark. But what is inside it that ever since Trump returned to power in the United States, he has become desperate to take it? Recently, the United States attacked Venezuela and abducted Nicolas Maduro, and after seeing only diplomatic anger from world leaders, it became clear that the old rules no longer work. Now Trump wants to take control of the entire island of Greenland. He told journalists,
"We need Greenland.
For the sake of national security, we need Greenland." He also said that the region is filled everywhere with Russian and Chinese ships.
At present, Trump seems clearly intoxicated with the idea of expanding American imperial aggression. But Denmark has already declared that any foreign invader will be shot on sight, and the defense forces have been told not to wait for orders. Shoot first, ask questions later. Various European countries have deployed troops to Greenland in support of Denmark. But why is Trump so obsessed with obtaining this uninhabited island?
Let's observe the whole matter with the help of map animation. Before that, those of you who are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Greenland's location is unique. It sits almost midway between North America and Europe, and very close to some of the world's most strategic waterways. This vast Arctic island is a territory of Denmark, located about 3,000 kilometers away from Denmark's mainland. It is about 3,200 kilometers northeast of the United States. But surprisingly, due to the curvature of the Earth, this position places it only about 2,000 kilometers from mainland Russia. We know that 80% of global trade takes place by sea, and the North Atlantic is a major hub of trade. In just the past 10 years, the number of ships passing through the ice-covered Arctic has already increased by 30%. Because of climate change, the ice is melting rapidly. As a result, from Russia's southeastern city of Vladivostok to the North Atlantic via the Northern Circle route is about 13,000 kilometers, which takes 15 to 18 days to travel. From China's Beijing or Shanghai port via the same route, the distance is about 14,000 kilometers and takes around 20 to 22 days.
On the other hand, if cargo ships from Vladivostok or Beijing take the conventional route, passing through the Strait of Malacca, the Suez Canal, and the Strait of Gibraltar to enter the North Atlantic, the distance becomes about 20,000 to 22,000 kilometers and takes roughly 30 to 40 days. So it is easy to see that the Northern Circle route is 40 to 45% shorter than the conventional route and saves 15 to 20 days.
But the important issue is that the Northern Circle sea route is gradually becoming more accessible. Greenland's ice has begun melting at an alarming rate. Beneath its frozen surface lie vast rare earth minerals and one of the world's largest oil reserves, with an estimated value of over $4 trillion. But the United States is not the only one watching this. Russia and China are also desperate to control it. In recent years, their presence in the Arctic has increased significantly. They have invested billions of dollars in the region, from the Arctic Silk Road project to bidding on critical infrastructure in Greenland. But believe it or not, this is not the first time the United States has tried to take Greenland. During World War II, fearing occupation by Nazi Germany, the United States was given legitimacy to deploy troops there. It even gained the opportunity to establish radio stations and military posts. After the war ended, the United States decided it would not leave Greenland. It offered Denmark $100 million in gold in exchange for Greenland, equivalent to about $1.6 billion today. Denmark rejected the offer outright. But the United States was not one to back down. Citing fear of the Soviet Union and as part of the NATO alliance, in 1953 it established this airbase in northern Greenland and stationed about 10,000 American personnel there. The United States did not stop there. Using space, technological research, and security as justification, it expanded many more facilities across the island.
But after the end of the Cold War, American interest in Greenland declined in the 1990s. Equipment was abandoned, and even entire towns were sold for just $1. It seemed that this sparsely populated island would slowly fade away again. But over time, everything changed. Researchers from the United States Geological Society made an unprecedented discovery while exploring Greenland's coastal waters. In 2008, they estimated that Greenland could hold 52 billion barrels of oil. In 2023, the United States had 47 billion barrels of proven reserves. It is estimated that, along with other mineral resources, 13% of the world's undiscovered oil and 30% of its gas are stored in the Arctic. The retreat of sea ice and melting glaciers are making these resources more accessible and qualifying Greenland as a potential target for Trump.
But there is a problem. Greenland does not want to extract oil. In July 2021, it banned all new oil and gas exploration. But if there is one thing we know about Trump, it is that he does not believe climate change is real, and he often calls it drill baby drill. Therefore, in a time of global warming and climate change, Trump is often described as the world's last monster because it is believed that under his leadership, the planet suffers the most. Believe it or not, ice levels in the Arctic are decreasing, and that is changing how the region is viewed. The Arctic Ocean is warming 4 times faster than anywhere else on the planet, completely transforming the way geopolitical games are played. Melting ice is opening new shipping lanes like the Northwest Passage. These Arctic routes are much shorter than traditional routes, and at the center of all these routes lies Greenland. But the question is, will the United States really launch a military operation in Greenland? Denmark's response regarding Greenland has been firm and diplomatic. Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen has repeatedly said that Greenland is not for sale and that the United States has no right to take it. She has directly warned Trump to stop the threats. Frederiksen has given her strongest warning yet. If the United States launches a military attack to seize Greenland, it would mean the end of NATO and the complete collapse of the post-World War II security system. She said, if the United States attacks another NATO country, everything will stop. Currently, internal tensions have begun between the United States and Eurasian countries over Ukraine. EU leaders say Trump is betraying them on every issue. In addition, Denmark's Ministry of Defense has issued a war warning. They have said that any foreign invader must be shot on sight, without waiting for orders. Shoot first, ask questions later. The Danish military has been instructed that if there is any attack on Greenland, soldiers will open fire immediately. Greenland's Prime Minister, Jens Frederik Nielsen, has also condemned Trump's remarks as disrespectful and a fantasy. Many European Union leaders, including France, Germany, and the United Kingdom, have supported Denmark and issued a joint statement saying that Greenland belongs solely to Denmark, and if anyone tries to seize it, they will stand with Denmark. Denmark has already increased its defense budget by another $1.5 billion and continues diplomatic pressure. In fact, according to the White House press secretary, President Trump intends to implement this policy decision regarding Greenland. They have also stated that if the United States fully invades and forcibly takes the land, no one will be able to stop them. Trump has already said that he does not care about international law. Therefore, it can be said that in order to present itself as the world's last monster, the imperialist United States, intoxicated with power, could launch an attack on Greenland. Whether Trump's words are empty rhetoric or not, and whether or not there is a direct American invasion, the United States' continuous aggression toward Greenland will persist. Because as global warming causes the ice to melt, Greenland becomes more relevant with each passing day. Now only time will tell whether Greenland will remain under Denmark or be taken over by the United States. Friends, if you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for our next video.